So I needed some decor for my walls in my garage, my craft space, so I'm making a wooden sign for the very first time, believe it or not. I went and got the sign from Michael's. It was 50% off. I stained it with English chestnut, and then I taped off the middle like I knew what I was doing, because that's what I see everybody else doing. Painted it with black acrylic paint. Then I cut out my decals I made in my Cricut design space and using my Cricut Maker 3, and I'm using StarCraft permanent vinyl. I really like this vinyl over the Oracle 651. So I'm cutting out all my decals, and I'm just using the adhesive tape to transfer it down on the black part. It says, welcome, it's time to craft and time to get the bag. So now these flowers, I didn't really like them because they didn't go all the way to the edge and I couldn't manipulate them, but I made it work. Added on some little butterflies because I love butterflies, and I added on some smaller ones just so it can go around. So I wanted to seal everything in and then give it a glossy finish, so I used Mod Podge because that's what I saw everybody else do it on TikTok. So I sealed it in with Mod Podge, and then I let that dry. Now here comes the fun part. I watched so many tutorials on how to make a bow. Believe it or not, I know how to do a lot of things, but bow making was not my thing. The first bow I attempted, I was like, nope, this is a hot mess. So then I decided to make a bouquet bow that I've been seeing people do. Now most times it's always like with different colors, but I just use one type of ribbon because it's just for me, it's going on my wall. So I did the burlap, I secured it with twine. Yeah, I know it's not a wedding, but whatever. So then I got some floral arrangements from Hobby Lobby that was on sale, cut them apart, and tried to piece everything together. I secured this with the wire just to make sure that it can all stay together. And then I was trying to figure out how I'm going to put this little burlap bow on here. I made sure I cut everything down so that way nothing hangs lower than the signs. I secured it all together with the twine. So now I'm fluffing it up, making sure it looks good. I'm liking how it's looking, and then I wanted to add a few more pieces of the red, but this thing was tight like a virgin, so I could hardly get anything in there. So just make sure you put everything in there beforehand. I tried to hot glue the whole thing to the sign, and of course it fell completely off. So then I just had to take like the wire and I stuck it through the ribbon and tied it onto the string hook. Yeah, kind of smart. I did that. All right, so then I hot glued some of the burlap to the wood in the front, fluffed it all up, and that's how it came out. I surprised myself. Normally, I don't be doing stuff like this, but look at that. My very first wood sign for my wall. Let me know what y'all think. Trust me, I'm not making these for sale. This was just a one-time thing only, but I love the way it came out. Welcome, it's time to craft and get the bag.